Welcome to Missile Industries episode 88, where I chart the incremental progress of my car's project for the viewing pleasure of YouTube viewers. Now, on today's episode, I'm going to address a long-term side project I've been engaged in behind the scenes, and that has been about badging. Now, this entire car has been debadged at some point, which is completely fine by me. That's how I built my coupe all those years ago. I welded up all the holes in the bodywork for the badge work, and that's generally how I roll. But there's one badge I would like to get a hold of, and that one badge goes right there. This is a Ford, and there's very little evidence of a Ford badge on this car. Wherever you look, I would like to have one Ford badge out in the open that can be seen, and the one that goes right in the middle of the XC grille is the one I want to have. Now, I've been trying to find one of these Ford badge holders to go right there for months now. Now, you can get the badge to go on the holder from Rare Spares any day of the week, no problem, $50. But the holder itself, with the two plastic prongs that go through the grille and mount behind the grille, they're proving to be much harder to find than I thought. I don't think there's any kind of reproduction version out there, so that pretty much leaves me with Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, and eBay. Now, I've missed two on eBay so far because they've both been broken and repaired, or just broken, and they still want $150 for them, and I've just balked at the prospect of paying that kind of money for something I'm going to fix up anyway. So those have both gone by the by. I found two in Victoria from the same seller off an XD grille, which I've learnt actually takes the same badge holder as the XC, so that's good. But that seller wants $200 per badge holder, and again, I still have to buy a replacement blue oval badge to go on it. So I'd be in the hole for $250 something by the time I got all the parts shipped up to Queensland and put it all together. So still not okay. And recently on Facebook I saw one for $90, which is definitely getting warmer because that was only down in Mudgeraba. So that's only a 150k round trip to get that badge holder, and as far as I can tell, it wasn't broken in any way, shape, or form. But I've recently found one here in Brisbane, and I just need the seller to reach out to me. I've reached out, and he hasn't got back in touch with me yet. So I made some inquiries a couple of days ago about some XC Ford Falcon parts I saw on Gumtree, and I didn't get any response from either text messaging the guy or sending a message on Gumtree, so I moved on with my life. And he just responded this afternoon. He has an XC XD Ford Falcon badge holder for the grille badge, and he wants $20 for it. That's a dead set bargain, so I'm going to go get it now. Here I am in Wollongabba, and this will do exactly what I want it to do. And while I was here, I got this GXL dash that's smashed up, but the one lens it still has is the one that I need. Back at home after a successful mission to get this chopped up XD grille. Now, as I said earlier, the seller was happy to sell this entire grille to me for $20. Including the badge holder and the very faded Ford badge. That is an absolute win, because obviously the grille is not much use to anybody, but the badge holder, well, that's of use to me. If we look closely, that is indeed the badge holder that I will need to get this onto the front of my XC. It might not look like it now, but these badges are interchangeable between the XCs and the XDs. See, it's got a slot on the top there that allows it to be slotted into the XC grille and mounted onto the back. Very, very pleased with this little score. First things first, let's whip this badge off and give it a quick test fit to see if all my Ford badge dreams are about to come true. Moment of truth. There. I think it goes there. Now that I've got it there, I'm looking and I'm going, is that really what I want? Maybe it'll look better when it's got a new Ford oval on it. Well, that's somewhat mounted up. And it looks like a clown nose. Looks like I've put a clown nose on my XC. So I don't know whether I'm committed to this project or not yet. Maybe I want the total debadged look after all. Let's at least give this thing a bit of a spruce up and clean it up before I write it off completely. I mean, the least I can do is give this a bit of a clean up, maybe puff some bumper black over it, put a new Ford badge on it, and see if my opinion changes. So I've given this thing a clean, and I've just wiped it down with acetone in anticipation of puffing a little bit of satin black paint over it, but I reckon I'm going to just leave that as it is and stick the new Ford badge on it. Okay, let's commit to this. I'll unpack my brand new Rare Spears Ford Blue Oval and I'll stick it onto my $20 badge holder. We'll put it on the car and we'll see if it looks okay or if it looks like ass. Pretty. Gotta say, Ford Oval on it sure is pretty. Okay, can I live with this? Yes, yes I can. Summary time for episode 88. The shiny new Ford Blue Oval makes everything better. The housing itself behind the Blue Oval badge, you don't even see it. So, great result. I'm keeping my $20 badge holder to house my $50 Rare Spears Ford Blue Oval. And that is one badge I will happily keep on my car. One last thing. What should I do with this XD grill? With the giant rectangular spotlight holes cut out of it. Should probably just chuck it away, shouldn't I? Oh, keep it. Here I am